Well, it definitely looks like that Nantwich Town game in the last episode has kind of shook our confidence a little bit, and we're not quite playing in the free flowing attacking game that we were before. We've certainly dropped down the league. We're down to 4th now, which is not as good as top, and we definitely need 2 victories today to get our season back on track, and I feel like I'm saying that a lot in this series. Hey guys, welcome back to some more Football Manager 2018 and part 6 of season 3 of our Journeyman with Boston United, and today we have 2 very, very important matches, one against Morecambe in the league and then one against Stourbridge also in the league. For some reason I can't click on Football Manager. There we go. Just check the recording still going. It is. Brilliant. Thank you for all the support on the series so far. On Monday's FM18 video has gone really, really well. I really appreciate anybody that took the time to watch that. There should be another episode out, perhaps tonight. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm just going to do them when I can, and it will be easy enough to record. It runs like a dream on this computer. So big thank you for that. Really, really appreciate it. Anyway, let's have a look at the last few matches since the last episode, which was the 2-0 defeat to Nantwich Town. That wasn't very good. By the way, if you can hear my phone vibrating, it's because I'm waiting for a phone call. So I haven't got it on Do Not Disturb, so apologies about that. Leamington, we beat them 1-0 in the FA Trophy, and then we beat FC United of Manchester 1-0 in the next round, with Lewis Hamilton scoring a fantastic goal there. And in between, we beat Kings Lynn Town in the league 1-0, with Lee Molyneux getting a late winner there. But then we lost 3-2 to Leamington. We were 3-0 down in this game, and really 3-2 flat as us. We got 2 late goals through Mitchell and Bobby Joe Taylor. And this leads to the National League table looking like this. The National League North, I should say. Getting a bit presumptuous there, aren't we? We're currently in 4th on 39 points. We're not quite ready to panic yet because we're still only 3 points behind Nantwich Town. We have got a change of tactic today because we've made a brand new sign, and a long running transfer saga is now over. We've signed Ethan Jones from Southport on a non-contract, which I thought was a really good deal for us. He's 21-year-old. He's scored goals in this league for the last 3 years. So I think he's going to be quite an important player for us. He's played 1 game and got an assist already. So guys, are you ready? Are you ready to be mind blown by my tactical genius? No, I'm not either. Here it is. It's going to be a 4-3-3. We've been playing 4-2-4 recently. I think this is slightly more defensive, funnily enough, than our last formation, but we're going to go for a flat back 4 as usual, and then we're going to have an anchor man in Jalella, and then centre mids unchanged, Chapman and Vince, and then the 3 strikers up top. Let me know what you think of it. We're going to go standard for the first half of this match just to see where we sort of stand with it. If we're not creating chances, we might go a little bit more attacking. If we're getting pummeled, we might go more counter attacking. But these are the instructions we're going to go for as well. We're going to exploit the middle. We're going to play fairly deep. We're going to hit early crosses if we get that opportunity. We're going to go more direct passing. We're going to get stuck in. We're going to close down more. We're going to play fairly narrow. And I think that's pretty good. And we've also got Kabongo and Jones sort of interchanging between each other, sort of confuse the defence, if you like. Obviously, this sort of takes wingers out the equation for us. But I feel like wingers have possibly been our weakest link this year. So we'll see how this goes. It might not work at all. We've got a stopper in there now because we've got this sort of anchor man that could slot into that gap if he pushes forward. A lot of thought has gone into this tactic, and hopefully it'll work. This is the team that we're going to go for then. George Willis in goal. I just favoured him over Chris Evans because Chris Evans hasn't played a game yet, and I kind of want to stick with George Willis and hope he plays well. I've swapped out the injury risk for the last 5 games, so we can have a look at the form of people. As you can see, Kabongo and Phil Mitchell not having the best of times recently, so we'll just have to see how that goes. But we're going to go with Davies, Parker, Killick and Nugent in defence, with Gilella, our anchor man, Chapman and Vince in the middle of the park, and up front we've got Jones, Mitchell and Kabongo, which was mentioned before. But this is probably the best my analysis grid has looked this game. So I'm hoping that this is going to be the turning point, and hopefully we can create a load of chances, get a load of goals, but also be quite defensively sound. And it's certainly risky. They're playing a similar formation. They're just playing their striker slightly further back. Obviously, Morecambe have been relegated twice in the last couple of seasons, so they started their save in League 2, and it looks like a lot of the players that were there in League 2 are still at the club, so this is going to be tough. You know, I'm under no illusions of how difficult this match is actually going to be, but hopefully we can pull something off, and we can get a good victory. That is the plan today. Here's Grayson. Oh, good tackle by Vince. Now here's Kabongo. Can he get it forward? He certainly can. Here's Ethan Jones with a chance. Ethan Jones, that's over the bar, but that's positive. That's a positive start. We've seen Harry Vince getting stuck in, and that's what I like to see. I think that's what we've maybe lacked a little bit in this series so far, is that little bit of fire, and just generally going for tackles and closing down people. It's going to be more intense. It's going to tire the players out more, but I think hopefully it should lead to some positive performances. So, first 40 minutes and not a lot has happened, and I'll take that as a good thing. We've had the only highlightable chance, which is good, and we certainly seem to be lacking possession, if you like. So I think if we say, yeah, everybody continues to work hard, we'll win this. I think maybe go for 10 minutes in the second half, see how it's going to go, and then we'll maybe go attacking after that and see what we can do. Oh, Phil Mitchell's injured. That's a big shame. I'm going to go with Lewis Hamilton up front instead. And we're actually going to move Kabongo to be the target man. I'm going to play him as a poacher and see how much that changes it. So I will go 10 more minutes now without changing it. We've had shots, but not many on target. So I think we're going to go a little bit more attacking, try and be a bit more proactive. We're gonna push forward a little bit, and we're gonna see what we can do. Come on, boys. Obviously, it's going to be about getting used to the tactic as well. That's something that I'm just going to have to accept. I'm going to bring Harry Vince off, actually. We're going to put Kane Ferdinand in there. Kabongo not having the best of games, but this is the problem. We've got wingers on the bench now. I feel like I shouldn't have done that. Why not? We'll put Ward up front. Actually, no. Undo that. Yeah, undo. There we go. We're going to put Taylor up front as a poacher. Going to have Jones as the target man, Lewis Hamilton as the defensive forward, and hopefully they'll swap round before the end. Are we going to have a chance anytime soon? Maybe not. Maybe we should start pumping the ball into the box as well. Maybe that's something we need to work on. Yeah, we'll see what that does. But what a boring match this has been. But I guess we will take a draw against a team that were in the League 2 a couple of years ago. But yeah, quite a bit boring that match. 0-0. I'm assuming the ref's gonna blow for full time here. But it looked like a very defensively solid game. We didn't concede anything, and well, we might have a late chance here. O'Sullivan, it's away again. Nugent with the header now. Here's Taylor, and that is full time. 0-0. It just kind of prolongs the lack of confidence. And I'm going to say unlucky because I think defensively we were sound. I think going forward we have a lot to be desired. But hopefully against Stourbridge we can refine our attacking form and score some goals. Right guys, we've been forced into a couple of changes. Phil Mitchell is out for 2 to 4 weeks, which is a big blow for us. So we've had to bring in Lewis Hamilton up front, his former teammate from Curzon Ashton and his brand new teammate here. So that's what we've done there. Everything else is going to stay the same. We're actually going to bring the wingers off. I think we're going to put Francis Baptiste onto the bench. And you know what? I'm going to give this Jones Griffiths guy a go. One of the guys that the assistant manager brought in. I've seen him in the reserves. So we've brought him up and we'll see exactly what he can do. And hopefully he'll be pretty good. So, without further ado, shall we play? No, we'll go with that. So, shall we get into it? Big game against Stourbridge today. I'm really hoping for a strong performance. Obviously, we are just starting to get used to this tactic, so I'm not expecting it to be wonderful straight away. But hopefully, we can get a victory today to show that it's got some potential and give us a reason to stick with it through January and for the upcoming matches in the season. We're 5 points behind Nantwich at the moment. If we can win today, hopefully we can reduce that deficit just a little bit. Here's Kabongo. This is early on here. Kabongo to Vince. Oh, he's lost it. Harry Vince has just not had the best of times recently, and it's disappointing. We're still comfortably in the playoffs, though. 7 points clear of Harrogate Town in 7th place, which is in 8th place, beg your pardon, which is really, really good. Here's Chapman. That's forward to Jones. Can Jones get it in? He can, but not to a player. It's gone out for a corner. Chapman into the middle, Vince away. Here's Jalella. Come on, don't lose it. Just pass it back. What's he doing? Killick. Hamilton's not going to get there. That was just a waste. A waste all round, to be honest. I really hope we're not going to have a ball draw again. I think we're going to go attacking early on here. And see if we can really make something of the game. Because we are having more shots. We've got more possession. We look like the better side. But we just don't seem to be getting the good chances at the moment. Here's Nugent, who brings it down. He gets it forward, although it's only as far as Cook. Killick now to Green to Johnson to Slynn to Forster. This could be a chance for them. Forster, Parker away. Here's Owen and Slynn. Oh, it's 1-0. It's 1-0 to Stourbridge. We shouldn't be losing against these guys. That was just poor. It was really poor. Parker into the middle now. It's a penalty. I don't know why Parker was taking the corner, to be honest with you, but we'll take it. It's a penalty and it's going to be Kabongo to take it, the number 9. What can he do here? Kabongo. Come on. Can he put it in? It's going to be one of those games, isn't it? Davies now with a free kick over the bar. 1-0 down at half time. It's really not good enough. And we're currently 7 points behind leaders Chorley, which is really not good. Where is the passion, lads? Come on. Come on. Let's come back in the second half. Let's put in a good performance. Let's kickstart our season again, because we just seem to be in a slump, and I don't really know why. 55 minutes gone. Gonna have to. I mean, look at that. 5.9. That's just not good from your best player, is it? He's been rubbish as well. I think we're gonna actually do. Well, no, we're gonna move him to be a target man on support, and we're gonna move Baptiste to be... Yeah, we'll keep him as a poacher, why not? Everybody else seems to be... I mean, he's doing terribly, but we haven't got another right back, so... 60 minutes gone. Come on, Nugent. Gets a forward to Baptiste. Nugent again. Chapman. Forward to Baptiste. Can again into the middle. Baptiste. To Vince. Chapman. Baptiste. Into the middle. Jones. Yes! Ethan Jones puts it into the back of the net. And it's 1-1. Come on. That's exactly what we needed there. I mean, we made hard work of it, but a good pass by Chapman. Baptiste. And then, I think it was Chapman again, it was, with a lovely looking ball. Ethan Jones with the header. 1-1. We've got 25 minutes to go here. Come on, boys. We're going to... Oh, you can move this about. How odd. Why don't we put it there? I think that's possibly a better place to put it. Be more expressive. Come on. Just do something. Let's put this Jones Griffiths on and see what he can do. Here's Jones on the ball. Jones now to Chapman. Vince. Jalella. Chapman. Forward to Baptiste. Chapman. Baptiste. Into the middle. It's Jones again. It's Ethan Jones with 2 in this game, in his first episode as a Boston United player. He's put us 2-1 up here, and that is a big goal to get. Chapman with some lovely play there, and then Chapman and then Baptiste into the middle, and Jones puts it into the back of the net. It's 2-1, and that's what we're talking about. We are actually going to continue with that substitution and give Jones Griffiths a bit of a run here and see exactly what he can do. 80 minutes gone. Chapman with the free kick, puts it over the bar. But this is the sort of statistics I wanted to see. I wanted to see more shots, more chances being created, having more possession. This is exactly what I wanted. I just thought, I think in this game we've took a bit longer than we should have to get in front, but we have done it. We've won 2-1. We've stopped the rot, and we remain 5 points behind Nantwich Town. But we've got a good victory over Stourbridge. We got a couple of goals for Ethan Jones, which gets his confidence up. Francis Baptiste is back in the side. We've given a debut to Shaquille Jones Griffiths. Adam Chapman played well today, so hopefully this is the start of something, somewhat of a turnaround of the form books. Curzon Ashton in the relegation zone. Blyth Spartans, by the way, back up to 9th in the league. They're not too far behind us, 9 points behind, but we'd certainly like to win a few games and hopefully put some daylight in between ourselves and them. There's the dynamics. All looking pretty good at the moment. The match cohesion is back down again, obviously, because we just need to get this tactic ingrained into them. We might even not have a target man up front. We might go 2 advanced forwards and a poacher or something like that. We'll see what we can do before the next episode. Let's have a look at when we're going to come back. So we've got... Yeah, I might play those 3 matches off camera and then come back for Bishop Stortford and Telford United in the FA Trophy. We'll have some cup football in the episode just to freshen things up a little bit. If you've enjoyed that, make sure you leave a like down below. It honestly does mean the world to me. Really does help out the channel as well. You've been fantastic in this series, leaving those likes, leaving those comments, sharing it about. It honestly means the world. So keep it going. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.